Yo, what is going on, Jester Squad? It's your boy, MrSoSerious, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my Unstoppable Force build. If you've been in the streams this kind of last few days or a week, you'll have seen me using this build quite a lot, as I've got it more to a place where I want it to be, so I've been trying to use it more. Still some things I want to improve here and there, but overall I'm happy with where it's at right now. Now, even though I've got this built for assault rifles, you can run this with LMGs or whatever you want. Just swap the AR damage out for the weapon type, change the specialization over to suit the weapon type that you're going for, and Bob's your uncle. So, the gun that I use is the P416. I've got Optimist on there. I used to have a leg row, but since the update, I felt like having just a plus 10 mag size wasn't cutting it for me. So I swapped a leg row out and went for the extra talent, which gives you plus 20% magazine capacity. This puts me up to around 48-49 bullets as opposed to just 40, and it doesn't sound like much, but I've been noticing a huge difference, and times where I was having to reload just before killing people, I'm now killing that person. So if you don't have the plus 20 mag, I recommend swapping a leg row for extra. If you do have the plus 20 mag, go with a leg row. However, if you just want more bullets, stick with extra. It's up to you. And then the final talent in Rhythm, I personally love this talent. While equipped, enemy kills have a 5% chance to refresh active skill cooldowns. Can occur once every 60 seconds. This talent comes in clutch quite a lot for me, where, you know, I've only got my chem launcher. My chem launcher's maybe not got the strongest heal on that build. My drone's on cooldown, which provides me with some more healing. Get a kill, drone appears, I can use it, I can heal up better, you know, like, just little things like that. It comes in so helpful. But it's also really good to use on any skill builds that you might have, be it a Seeker Mine build or, you know, whatever it is you're building for. You can use in Rhythm and it will help in some situations. It's not a guarantee. Once that 60-second cooldown's finished, it's not a guarantee the first kill you get will give you your skills back, but it's a chance, and that chance is better than no chance, right? And then for the secondary, I run the Nemesis. You don't have to run the Nemesis. You could run the Chatterbox if you want. You could even use a different weapon just as backup. I run this for the headshot damage on the last talent, but also because I've just unlocked it, and it's kind of fun just shooting heads off. I'm not going to lie, I've been having fun just sniping faces. The mask that I'm using is a Providence Defense for the plus 10% skill power. That rolled with 2 yellows, 7% cooldown reduction and 304 skill power. And then I rolled Empowered on there for the plus 10% skill power. Obviously, being quite tanky, I want to try and get as much skill power as I can onto this build to get the most out of my healing. So that's one of the places that I'm looking to make improvements on this build. I apologise for that, I live near a road, so you'll have to ignore the background noises of vehicles going past. The chest piece I run is a Jarl gear. Now that gives me plus 10% weapon handling. Initially I wasn't planning on putting Jarl onto this build at all. But as you can see, it rolled with total armor and health, and well, on a build where I need 7 blues, it was kind of helpful that it came like that. So I thought, you know what, let's do it, man, let's go for it, let's use this instead. So this came with plus 7.5% total armor. Ideally, I would like, you know, 10, 15, 20% at least, you know, something like that. But it is what it is. The armor roll was initially quite low, so I rolled 39.8k onto there, and then we got 27.6 health. Now, with Unstoppable Force, like with any other talent where it's focused around armor and how much armor you have, the more armor you want to go for on your build, which is why I'm looking at armor more than health. So killing an enemy grants 2% weapon damage for every 25,000 maximum armor. So every time you have 25,000 armor, that's 2%. You know, so you got 50,000 armor, that's 4%. You know, so the more armor you have, the more damage you're getting from the talent when you get that proc. So, you know, try and focus on maximizing the armor in any way you can, But also remember, it's reliant on you getting the kill, so you need to make sure you're doing enough damage to get that first kill so you get the proc. So that's why you need compensated. If you want on the ropes, you're not going to be able to push, 4 5 reds in the process of getting 7 yellows. It's just not going to happen. So this is why I've done it this way. It helps maximize my survivability, it helps maximize my damage output, but allows me to meet the requirements for the talent and get the most out of it. So on the mods, I have a health mod, which gives me 7.5k health, 1.5% incoming healing, and 8% skill health. You could swap that out. I think I've got one that gives me more healing, and I think it gives me armor on kill as well, so I'm probably going to swap it out for that one. And then the defensive system mending mod is 5.7k armor, 1.3k armor on kill, 2.5% total armor. Onto the holster, I'm using a Fenris piece. Now obviously, being an assault rifle build, I want Fenris on there for the 10% assault rifle damage. If you're running LMGs, you want Petrov instead. So again, the build can be copied the way that it is, just swap the relevant piece out so that it matches the weapon type that you're using. Same as for swapping the assault rifle damage out for LMG damage. If you want an LMG, you do the same thing with the gear piece. And that's pretty much it. And again, this rolled with 10% cooldown reduction, 281 skill power, and we got devastating on there as well. As you can see, I've not actually had to roll anything on this. It came exactly like this. It's kind of nice. The knee pads I'm currently running are Gilligard. Now, I'm running 2-piece Gilligard because it's just it fits best onto this build and allows me to get the most out of this build right now. I may change that. There's a couple of different options I would have to change that because I'm not necessarily in need of the 20% hazard protection, although it does help. It's not something I need, and it wasn't something that I was looking at for this build, but it, again, it helps out. But this allows me to have the tankiness that I want, meet all the requirements for the different talents that I want, and so on. So that's why we've gone with this. We've got 10.5% total armor on there, rolled with that on so normalization doesn't kill it. And then we got patience. After being in cover for 5 seconds, armor repairs by 5% every 1 second. That talent, in my opinion, is super underrated. I don't see enough people using it. That thing's come in clutch for me so many times. And if you're up against cover, you're in the DZ, you've run through a hallway, you set up at the other side, put yourself up against the wall, wait 5 seconds, patience kicks in, drop a chem heal on the ground. If you've got a fixer drone, get the fixer drone out. That's 3 different types of healing at once. You've got healing from patience, healing from the chem on the ground, healing from your fixer drone, all whilst you're leaning around the corner and shooting at the players that are coming down the hallway at you or trying to shoot at you from the other side of the hallway. Chances are those 3 healing combined is going to out sustain the damage that the player or players are dealing to you, which is why I've really fallen in love with patience at the moment. 5% every 1 second doesn't sound like much. It's actually quite a lot. It's extremely underrated in my opinion. And then the mods, again, we've got 1 for health, 1 for armor. One's got armor on kill. The other one is 5.5 armor, 1.5% total armor. And I'm sure I've got another armor on kill. If not, I'm probably going to look for one and just try and stack as much armor on kill as I can through the mods. I mean, even if it's only, 9k armor it equals to, or 10k armor, that's 10k armor. That could be an extra bullet I survive, or so, just a little something just to help out with the whole healing process and recovering from the fight. Then we have Alps Summit gloves, 10% assault rifle damage, again rolled on there. Super happy with that because it means normalization won't kill them. And because we've only got 2 reds, we can go compensated. Weapon damage is increased by 15% when your critical hit chance is below 20. Seeing as you're running an assault rifle build, you're probably going to be focusing on raw weapon damage, so that's perfect and that's exactly what you want. The plus 10% cooldown reduction is extremely helpful for obviously getting your skills back and helping with your survivability. And then it's got a utility mod on there which has 168 skill power. The other 2 attributes on there are irrelevant. They have 0 use to me. Same as the those attributes on the other skill mods that I could use on here have zero use. So I'm just using this one simply because it has the most skill power on there. That is it. And the backpack, again, is a Gilligard one. Now, this is one where I would like to make some improvements on. The setup's perfect. 11% total armor. We've got 10.5% weapon damage, although I would like it to roll with 10.5% weapon damage as standard, as normalization takes it down to like 5. The 11% total armor I'm actually happy with. I can stick with that. The 100 skill power I would like to be higher. And then of course we have on the ropes, and where we have hard hitting, I would like to have hardened, so we get the plus 10% armor. Plus 10% armor on there would give us another 33 armor. That would put us up to like 360k armor. Hence why I want that. You know, that's the main thing I want changing, is the armor. The other stuff I can, you know, it is what it is. If I get it, I get it. I don't. But yeah, that's the setup I want, and I want more skill power, but mainly I want hardened there for the extra armor. And then again we have another armor mod with 2% total armor and just over 3,000 armor on kill, and 141 skill power on the utility mod. Again, same as the last one. This is the second best mod that I have that could have gone on the gloves, but because the best one's on the gloves, the second best one's on here. Pretty obvious, really. I don't even know why I'm telling you guys that, man. You guys are smart enough to know that. And the pistol, I use stop, drop and roll always. In my opinion, one of the most useful talents in this game, considering how much people love to throw fire grenades at you. So if we have a quick look through my games, just froze. Are you going to unfreeze game? There we go. We have a quick look through. As you can see, obviously everything's active, which is one thing you kind of want. Although if you have a talent that you don't really need, you know, it doesn't really matter if it's not active. As long as you have the main ones you need, then that's all that matters. So we've got just over 19.8k weapon damage, 5% crit chance, 25% crit damage. We have 2.2 reload time, which is a pretty quick reload time, to be fair. I think that's a result of the Jarl gear piece giving me the weapon handling buff. We've got 55% headshot damage on there. 35% assault rifle damage, 15.5% all weapon damage, 338,399 armor. Where's the armor on kill? Armor on kill is 0.0%. They need to change that so it reflects your armor on kill as well. They really do need to change that so it reflects your armor on kill. So skill cooldown reduction, we've got 27% in total. Chem launcher skill power is 2,072. And the drone skill power is 1,192. Now again, when it comes to mods and things, if you can get mods that have drone skill power or chem launcher skill power, anything like that, those things are super helpful. If not, you've got the chem launcher skill power mods. That allows me to have the 40.9% healing mod on here. That also works in normalized the same way because it doesn't affect my skill power in any way. It does normalization. Now, as you can see, when I normalize, I lose a big chunk of armor. The reason being, look, it drops my armor roll down to 17.2, which is the highest it would have been able to roll with had it rolled naturally on there. I think it actually rolled with about 10,000 armor on there, which is why I rolled the higher armor on there, but normalization made that kind of redundant. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I run it with the chem launcher. I run it with the fixer drone just to try and help, you know, give myself as many ways of healing and you know, as much survivability as possible. And that's pretty much it, guys. As you could see in the gameplay at the beginning, I've used this solo, I use it in a group, and it's just a lot of fun to use regardless. I enjoy it. It's about chaining kills, and you know, you get one kill, you get more damage, so you can burst down a second guy even quicker, and just keep those kills chaining. Just keep them going. Just keep chaining them up, and let the salty messages begin, I guess. That's pretty much it, guys. There's not much else I can go into for the build for you. that's pretty much it. Like I say, if you want to use LMGs, swap LMG damage out for whatever it is you're using, and job done. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you enjoyed the build. If you do, make sure you drop a comment below and let me know how you're finding it, what you think. Do you use something different? Do you have your own version of it? Whatever it might be, let me know. You guys know I'm always interested. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget, links down below in the description to follow me on Twitter, follow my Twitch to catch the live streams, all that good stuff. You guys stay awesome. I'll stay sexy, and I'll see you in another video. Peace.